What is up, guys? Dashing here, and we are live for a brand new season at last. It is here. We'll see how long my voice holds up for. But man, oh man, it is good to be properly back, and you couldn't possibly find a bigger way to kick off a whole new season than with this, my friends, the new CMV Global global champion, my main man, the Egyptian destroyer, Ahmed, is going to be in action here on Shockwave number 160. We've all had a bit of time off. Many superstars spent that time off, maybe going on a well-deserved vacation. A lot also spent it in the Performance Center, continuing to work on bettering themselves, coming into this all-new season, but the time for that is over. We are back in action, and boy, oh boy, do we have a heck of a show to get this season started. A banger, you might even say. Our main event, of course, will be for the Divine Championship, as Brina Storey is going to get one more crack at knocking the Divine Danielle Davis off of her holy pedestal. But indeed, Ahmed defeating Chris Diamond in Las Vegas at Final Stand to become the global champion. Now his reign of dominance begins, as he will be taking on a Hall of Famer, making his return, guys, after over a year away. The one, the only future man himself, Quantum. And you might be looking at Quantum here because you're a little bit confused. The last time we saw him, he was, well, what's a nice way to put it? He was not so healthy weights. All right, teaming up with Joey Bacon, spending a lot of time in catering, but he has worked his ass off this past year. Look at how much weight he has lost. He should probably hook up with Joey Bacon, maybe give him a few pointers. I don't think Big Ham would be interested in that very much, but he looks fantastic. Does the former world champion, Hall of Famer, guys, and Quantum is eager to get back into the ring. He says no more shenanigans this time around. For the first time in his CMV career, Quantum isn't gonna play any games. He's gonna be true to himself for the very first time, and he just wants to compete. That's all he wants to do, to prove that he can still hack it in the ring. And certainly quite a test to see if he can do just that as he takes on the new global champion. So here we go. It's Ahmed and Quantum, one-on-one, our first official match of the brand new season. And not a good start for the champ right there, as Quantum is able to outmaneuver him and kind of mock him a little bit. And that spinning back fist doesn't seem to do very much, as Ahmed quickly takes control. This would just be another notch in the belt of someone like Ahmed, though, if he can defeat one of the greatest of all time, the future man, Quantum. So Quantum's going to have to figure out how to, when you lose so much weight like that, I'm not speaking from personal experience, but I can only imagine you're moving different in that ring. I know Quantum's been training hard, but we'll have to see if he can figure out. And when you also lose that much weight, you're not as powerful necessarily. You lose a lot of strength. But that's typically the case when you're going against someone like Ahmed anyway. They pound for pound, maybe the strongest man on the Shockwave roster. And you see he treats Quantum like a ragdoll, and a running power slam follows it up. As the global champion now goes up to the top, looking to take a dive. This is okay. Decides against it. I thought for a second he was going to go for some sort of springboard maybe, but playing games here. Quantum might not want to play games anymore, but Ahmed apparently is keen to. As I was about to say, though, this is a win that goes a long way in sending a message to that locker room, to any would-be contenders, right? This is Ahmed's first match as global champion. He worked so hard to finally become world champion. He stumbled a couple of times, but he always picked himself up, dusted himself off, and got back to work, and now it pays off as he is the global champion. Now the hard work really begins, a lot of people would say, is keeping that championship, especially with how stacked this Shockwave roster is. I mean, look who's in the ring with a returning Quantum. Flapjack there, not doing oh so hot. Is the future man. Oh, look at this, a claw Ahmed with the big bitty claw, but a good call by the ref. It was indeed a rope break. Chops over the chest. Last one deflected though. Ahmed just a big old knee to the gut and then a double axe handle across the upper back. Ahmed gonna go for the pin, try to put Quantum down, maybe send him back into retirement. But a kick out at 2. And friends, not just our main event, we have to look forward to the Divine Championship, but also the Intercontinental Championship is going to be on the line here tonight as Cam Harris will be issuing an open challenge. Big knee trouble there, guys, and Ahmed might be looking for the Cairo clutch, but Quantum did his homework, and he knew it was coming. Now a snap power slam from the Hall of Famer. He's back in it just like that. Might be time for the 24th punch. And follows up immediately, dropping a bomb on the global champion. What a forearm. That's like an anvil getting dropped on him. Gonna make sure there's no lucky rope break, I guess, before going for the pin. Might have wasted a bit too much time there. Let's see if it's still enough. No, kick out at 2.5. Ahmed gonna quickly roll to the outside, but Quantum is keeping on him, not letting him get too far. Big chop attempted, but blocked by Ahmed, who now has looks like a real nasty gash alongside his left eye. Big clothesline there. Quantum, somebody who's done it, just about all there is to do here in CMV. That's why he is rightfully in the Hall of Fame. King of the Ring tournament winner, former world champion, not to mention so many times he's held the tag team championship gold. Not the most in CMV history. That honor, of course, belongs to Xander Slate, but I believe he, along with his brother Paul Devine, are tied for second. Now, both men are down on the outside, though, guys. We're up to a count of 8 here, I just realized. We got carried away, and Ahmed's going to get back into the ring. Of course, our first match of the season is going to end with a count out. How else? How else? Ahmed getting up just in time to beat the count there and knock off Quantum by count out. Damn, that was getting really good too. I feel like they were just getting into that second gear. Quantum was making a comeback. Look at this. Beautiful snap power slam, but then the fight spilled to the outside, and I mean, we're just lucky we didn't get a double count out, it was looking like there for a second, but Ahmed got literally a second. 1 second to spare. Ahmed got back into the ring. And the global champ, oh guys, Lisa Evans is on site, looking to conduct a little post-match interview. Wait a minute. Ahmed says the global championship's not enough for him, apparently. Maybe he's going to answer that open challenge later on tonight for the Intercontinental Championship. I think he is. Ahmed is saying he wants the Intercontinental Championship too. The destruction is going to encompass all of Shockwave. Oh, zooming in on Lisa's cleavage there for a second. Well, not exactly how I think any of us wanted the very first match of the new season to end, but nonetheless, Ahmed with a very strong statement there. He wants to be the one to answer that open challenge later on tonight, but the thing with open challenge, guys, is whoever makes it down to the ring first gets the shot. So, I mean, Ahmed's busted open. Quantum did a number on him there. I don't know if he's going to be necessarily in good enough shape to beat whoever else might be planning on answering the open challenge. It could be anybody on the Shockwave roster. We'll see later on tonight. Cam Harris's open challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. But up next, we are going to get a look at 3 new stars here on the Shockwave roster. Of course, it's the start of a new season, as we all know. There's going to be many new faces in the women's division, in the men's division, and indeed 3 of them we are going to be getting our very first look at here in this one. I think most of us are going to be more familiar with this young man, Rico Matos, who, of course, arrived in CMV toward the end of last season. Didn't have a match. This is his debut match, but he was on the scene for a few weeks and was actually involved in quite a brutal backstage altercation with the global champion, who we just saw pick up that win against Quantum, Ahmed. So Rico Matos, well, Ahmed's busy calling out Cam Harris. Maybe Rico Matos looking to call out Ahmed with a potential win here in this triple threat match. This is a very dangerous young man, though. I mean, you don't show up in CMV and pick a fight with who I would say is the biggest, baddest mofo in the yard, in the form of Ahmed, if you don't have a set of cojones on you. The submission specialist, what his 2 opponents going to have to watch out for here in this triple threat match. It's not elimination style. No countouts, no disqualifications. Rico Matos is not the only one trying to set out to make a name for himself. As Tyler Starr is looking to do the very same thing here tonight. I can't say that I necessarily know a great amount about any one of these 3 guys that we're going to see here in this matchup, but as I always say, we'll know exactly all we need to know by the end of this matchup. The start of a brand new season and our very first special event of this season, guys, is just a few weeks away. We are going to be back in Japan for the 9th annual Men's Tag Team Cup and the 2nd annual Women's Tag Team Cup. When it comes to the Men's Tag Team Cup, we know that the World Tag Team Championship has been vacated. Unfortunately, Michael Carter suffered an injury at Final Stand, so the Charm City Kings were forced to vacate. We don't know when they'll be back. Hopefully soon. You know, wish Michael Carter well. But in the meantime, the winning team in Tokyo, Japan of the Tag Team Cup will automatically win the World Tag Team Championship. You know, usually the winners of the cup then challenge whoever the champs are directly after the finals, but not this year. That will be the case for the women still. Winning team of the 2nd annual Women's Tag Team Cup will immediately challenge the Media Outcasts, Rebecca Starr and SJ Ray, for the Women's Tag Team Championship. We're going to be seeing a lot of tag action over these next few weeks to see which teams are going to earn their way into the cup. And that includes tonight. We've got Joey Bacon and Carlos Corvo set to take on a new team debuting, Skybound. And we also know that later on it'll be Brian Dynamic and Nathan White going up against Haim, the most handsome and most exciting tag team in all of CMV, nay, the world. And last but not least for this triple threat matchup here, as Rico Matos and Tyler Starr patiently awaits bro coming out here? It's his first night, all right. He may have gotten a little bit lost. There he is. Chel Gonzalez. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Chel or Chel? I'm sure I will be corrected. One of the debuts, though, that I think I'm most looking forward to. I think, if I'm honest here, I am most looking forward to, later on tonight, the debut of Quran Cook. Super excited to see what he can get done in the CMV ring. He's taking on, of course, a returning CMV legend Reese Matthews, and I want to warn you all now, for those who maybe have not been keeping up with Reese Matthews too much, you are going to be shocked about his current state, but nonetheless, former CMV champion. Big opportunity for Quran Cook, though. We'll see later on tonight. Right now, it's Rico Matos, Tyler Starr, and Chel Gonzalez who are going to get it on in this triple threat matchup. Again, not elimination. That means the first man to grab the pin, make one of the others tap out, picks up the Dubsky in their debut, goes a long way. Tyler Starr trying to take to the air early on. The other two are kind of just ignoring him. Not any longer. Big kicks to the face. Tries for another, but Gonzalez able to catch it. Whoa! Okay, there you go. Top up Hurricane Rana, but Rico Matos is up just in time to catch Chel lacking here with these chops and kicks. Quite an extensive MMA background, Rico Matos. As I mentioned before, a dangerous submission artist. Oh, Tyler Starr being the first one to introduce some weaponry. No disqualifications in a triple threat match, as we all well know. Doesn't actually get to utilize it. As Gonzalez knocks it out of his hands, now Matos from behind. Starr waiting very patiently. Whoa! Through them. Damn! Good night! Gonzalez, thanks for coming, brother. It's good knowing you for a couple of minutes. Tyler Starr's popping off right now. Matos, though, is not impressed. Drop kick to the knee, gonna finally floor him, even if only momentarily. Irish whip on the rebound goes low. You're really targeting the shins specifically of Tyler Starr. Now Gonzalez gonna grab a sledgehammer. There's our first weapon used of the season. Sledgehammer to the gut. Another shot, but Matos from behind. Waistlock takedown. Now the helicopter spin. A little bit of disrespect. Insult to injury, if you will. I can see big things in the future of this Rico Matos here in CMV. Like I talked about before for a couple of minutes, to show up here in CMV and immediately pick a fight with somebody who has shortened careers, the likes of Ahmed. You got to be brave, but maybe that braveness, is that a word, braveness? That bravity might end up biting Matos right on his derriere, because Ahmed is obviously not one to play around. He's not going to be content, as we saw. Whoa! Matos going up on top of the barricade here. He's just watching. Just scouting shit out from up there. A European up against the back of Starr's head. There's no countouts, and these three seem happy to play around out here at ringside for as long as they can. You can probably tell by looking that Rico Matos has had some considerable damage done to his left eye. I actually don't know exactly what injury caused that. I'll have to look into that more. I don't know if his vision is completely dead in that eye or not. If it is, that obviously is quite a disadvantage he'll have to overcome. Oh, there, that steel chair to the back of the head is too. That's goodbye Rico Matos, at least for the moment. It's Chel Gonzalez with another pop-up Hurricane Rana. Matos back in, though. Gonzalez does not realize it. Wait a minute. Looks like Matos going to allow Gonzalez to hit whatever he's going for here. Woo! Little tornado enziguri. Little baby decapitate him. Decapitate him junior there. Tyler Starr. Damn, kick that man in the throat. Gonzalez did not fall, though, which is pretty impressive. That knee to the jaw going to take him out. Matos not able to avoid Starr forever. On the rebound, tries to go low, tries to target that shin yet again. Starr says, enough of that. What a boot to the chest. Almost knocked Matos through the ropes down on the floor. Broken up as the pin by Gonzalez. Pop-up cutter. There's Matos going now. Not enough weapon. Oh, what a spear! But Matos has a kendo stick. Whacks Gonzalez over the head with it, backs him into the corner, and then throws it at Tyler Starr. That's one way to put a kendo stick to use. Snap suplex. Gonzalez appears to be completely out of it right now, and Tyler Starr gonna make sure it stays that way. They're gonna jab that kendo stick right down Gonzalez's throat, but that spinning back kick was nasty work. Whatever he was trying to set up for to follow, Rico Matos disrupts. Elbow to the side of the head, Matos from behind with an Irish whip. Flapjack! I love a good flapjack! Rico Matos must know what he's trying to make me his #1 fan. Well, I'll tell you what, so far so good. I might be running that fan club. And a beautiful tiger bomb into the pin. 1, 2! What a kick out by Gonzalez. We'll be seeing 2 more debuts up next in our women's division as Apathy and Seo Soo-jin, saying that correctly, I believe. Oh, there's the rear naked choke! Tyler Starr caught, taken down. Gonzalez not to be able to make the save. Starr's got to get out of this on his own, and he does. Might be serious damage done, though, getting caught in that rear naked choke, even for just a few seconds. Gonzalez with a kick to the, oh my word, not the vertebraker! Gonzalez into the pin, Tyler Starr can't catch a break! Oh, look at Rico celebrating that Starr was able to kick out there. This match continues. Woo! Springboard cross body by Rico, proving that he can also take to the air, not only dangerous on the mat, aerial assassin to boot. Starr is back up. He's out of here. He's had just about enough. This match is not really going his way. He's going to get some help with a kendo stick. Man, Rico Matos is just rolling Gonzalez around like who's sorry. Into this crossface, Starr's just waiting patiently with that kendo stick. Throws it at Matos. There's payback for Matos throwing a kendo stick at him earlier. And now it's time to make a house call. Right upside the head. And no DQ. 1, 2. What a kick out. Even the added leverage there didn't pay off, but man, a beautiful springboard kick that was, as he lays Matos out with a back elbow. I couldn't really tell from that angle. I think that was a back elbow. Only able to get a 2 count out of it as now he goes to the top. Look at that. In the danger zone, Tyler Starr. Oh no, Gonzalez is bringing the steel steps into the ring. This does not end well. Memento Mori's the biggest Crimson fan. Watch out now. He doesn't like people using that maneuver. That might be, I'm not going to say the best frog splash I've ever seen. Maybe the most enthusiastic frog splash I've seen in quite some time. Look at a frog splash. Oh my God! He got all the way across the ring! How did he kick out of that? That springboard savant kick, dude. From one side of the ring to the other. Throw the steel steps. I think that landed on Tyler Starr. I think it did. Those steel steps weigh up to 20 pounds, mind you. He just dropped them right down on top of Tyler Starr. Rico Matos' other eye might be in jeopardy after that springboard savant kick from Gonzalez, who has truly taken complete and total control of this match at this point. Oh, Matos gets an opening though. Can he go for another tiger bomb? Yes, he is. On the floor, but it's not falls count anywhere. Looked like he wanted to go for a pin there. Oh, not the time. Not the time, Rico, but who am I to say? I mean, he is in great shape. Not so much, so I can't really say too much. You gotta get that workout in when you can. Gonzalez gets thrown right into the side of the steel steps. I bet Rico Matos isn't 3-time commentator of the year, though. Soon to be 4-time, I'm sure. Those Glammy Awards are just around the corner. Tyler Starr is really getting a lot of use out of those steel steps. Gonzalez might be taken out as Starr rolls Matos back to him. Matos sneaky! Sneaky as they come. arm wrench with a kick to the midsection. Whoa, dodges kick to the gut again. Gonzalez with another kendo stick. Powerbomb stacked up. Not even a one count though, unfortunately, as Gonzalez was there to break it up, pushing Gonzalez up against the ropes. Garcia eliminated from the Royal Rumble. Woo-hoo-hoo! What a splash! Oh, but got up the knees. I couldn't tell. Matos was able to get up his knees there. I thought Gonzalez had hit it. And there's the rear naked choke! Star is down on the outside. Gonzalez is caught. Can he break free? Rolls back, yes. He's out of it. Star probably better stop fooling about and get back into the ring. Kendo stick has gotten a hell of a lot of use in this match. Kick to the midsection. And there's that back elbow again! But he's gonna pin Gonzalez! One! Kick out Pin Rico, you fool! Tyler, what are you doing? Now he's gonna pin him. Might be too late at this point. 1, 2, 3! Tyler Star picks up the win. What a match! Nearly screwed himself there. Well, I love what I saw from all three of these guys in this matchup. But Tyler Star proved to have just that little bit more to give here tonight and picks up the victory in his debut. I really thought Matos was going to be able to kick out after that delay, but lucky for Star, he was out. That elbow put him to sleep. He slept him. And Tyler Star, giddy after that victory, as he should be. What a win for this young man. And I look forward to what he might further bring to the table in this season to come. Well, we just saw a phenomenal triple threat match featuring three new faces in the men's division here on Shockwave. Now, the women are up. A double debut for this singles match as two very different competitors. From what I know about them, about to meet Juan. It's still to come, guys. Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge. Who's going to enter? Will it be Ahmed? Or will someone beat her to the punch? Cam Harris will await whomever is brave enough to take him up on the Open Challenge in our main event. Divine Championship as Brina Storey gets another crack at Danielle Davis. This here is Apathy, my friends, and one of the more unique looking women, I will say, that we've got here on Shockwave. But looks can be deceiving, and I think we'll find that out once the bell rings. Certainly, her opponent will. Two different walks of life, but both led them to this moment right here. The season premiere, one of them Unless it ends, I don't want to jinx it. I'm going to say unless it ends in a double counted or something. Hopefully not. One of them, though, going to make a mark. Or rather, make an impact. Leave a mark. Whatever you want. Take your pick. Well, Seo Soo-jin, am I saying that right? Seo Soo-jin, perhaps, a former K-pop star, from what I've been told. Now transitioning to the world of wrestling and coming here to CMV. I'm very excited to find out what Seo Soo-jin might bring to this women's division here on Shockwave. You can probably tell, though, as I'm sure Seo is well aware, if she wasn't before, she certainly is now, looking at Apathy down there in the ring. There's going to be a considerable size disadvantage for Seo in this matchup. We'll find out how she'll try to overcome that. Apathy's a big gal, and something tells me she'll be quite powerful as well. Oh my God, look at this. Obviously a lot of K-pop fans in attendance. I haven't heard her music. I will admit, I'm not necessarily the biggest K-pop fan. Where is Hydro? We need to get his opinion on the K-pop career of Seo Soo-jin. He will most definitely know whether or not it's something worth listening to, but we're not here to talk about the K-pop career, not tonight. We're here to find out if Seo Soo-jin can hack it in the ring. So let's see. Apathy, Seo Soo-jin, both debuting. Only one of them gets the victory, though. Let's find out. Collar and elbow tie up. Apathy, not surprising, going to overpower Seo straight away, but a clean break between the two. Actually, right into the corner again, though. Crack of the neck already. Maybe Apathy not taking Seo Soo-jin as that big of a threat. And Apathy told Seo, look, I've been all around the world. I've been doing this a long time. Came from the independence to Apathy. She's been grinding away for years. While Seo Soo-jin, again, was a K-pop star and singer and has transitioned only recently to wrestling. So Apathy perhaps feeling a bit disrespected that, it took her so long to get to this big stage to be here in CMV, while Seo Soo-jin gets picked up almost immediately. I can see why that might stick in your craw for someone like Apathy. Gonna take that stick out, though, and beat Seo with it. Irish whip into the corner, though, by Soo-jin. Now gonna lure Apathy in. Whoa! Gets her with the kick. Playing tricky here. That might be what she needs to do, though, against someone the size of Apathy. And there was a gorgeous drop kick from out of the corner. A thing of pure beauty. Goes behind, big forearm to the back. Spin her around in the collar double tie up. A simple Hurricane Rana. Nothing that's going to blow your socks off. But again, remember, Seo Soo-jin is new to this in the grand scheme of things. I'd say from only the first few minutes, it's pretty impressive what she's been able to pull off, considering that she's only been training for, a few months tops to prepare for her arrival here in CMV. Back of there. Whoa! No clean ring entry to be found. Gets clipped with that Rolling Thunder stunner. And straight up to Brett's rope. To deliver another Hurricane Rana. Apathy, though, is quick to escape this time. Rolls to the outside. Oh, but a kick to the midsection. Hang on, Seo's going to take it. Doesn't back down. Now they're just chopping each other up. Woo! Knife edge shot response in kind to Seo. And right back at her. It's like the 4th of July in that ring right now. My goodness. Knife edge shot again. Ooh, what a smack. Did Seo. Apathy's not going to have any of that. Oh, right across the face. I don't know why you want to piss Apathy off. That's probably not good for your health. Oh, now they're just going to get down to it. They're going to get down to it, baby. They're throwing hands. Middle of the ring. Woo! Seo gets the upper hand. The bruising already, though. Oh, my word. Backstabber. Just can't keep up with Sujin and Apathy here. Too fast. And a headbutt. Able to get Apathy up. Crucifix powerbomb. And while she's rocked, tries to go for a big looping palm strike, I think is what she tried for there. But Apathy shakes it off. And a snake eyes for the former K-pop star. And now Apathy's had enough. Takes off the top turnbuckle cover. Looking to get dirty. Unless the referee can see it first, but almost tries for it again. There it is. Woo! Tries for a headbutt, but Apathy just gave her the good old sidestep there. And now look at the stomps to the chest. And a kick to the guts. See, this is what I like. You're not seeing anything flashy from Apathy. Just beating Seo Sujin, beating her down. And now gonna catch her, she gets back into the ring with a small package. Like a thief in the night trying to sneak in through the window. But kicks out, look at Apathy's face. These two are taking chunks out of each other. I love it. Not gonna love that is Seo Sujin, what I would call a big fucking toss, cyborg style. Stare her down. This is completely turned around, huh? It was all Seo Sujin, and now it is entirely Apathy. Look at the bruising. I don't know what did that across Seo Sujin's back, but her chest as well. Oh, referee has found the exposed turnbuckle. That's good. Before Apathy had a chance to maybe use it. Just tossed it. By the throat. And again. This is just bullying. Be a star, Apathy. Seo Sujin sneaks in the jawbreaker, more of those looping palm strikes, and a nasty clothesline. Respect the tenacity of Seo Sujin here. She is not for a second backing down. Now getting Apathy away from the ropes. Seo with a leg drop, brother! Drop the leg on her! 1, 2, 3, 6. My God, that leg drop was atomic, truly. It's so atomic, it momentarily crashed the show. classic. Vintage, you might even say, just in time as Joey Bacon steps out on the stage. But big win for Seo Sujin, and congratulations to her. Nobody kicks out of the leg drop, brother. Although a great matchup between the two of them. Sujin had to get the hell out of there because it looked like Apathy was about to get back up pretty much right away and tear her in two. But the show now continues on after a brief Microsoft ad. You didn't know CMV was backed by Microsoft, huh? That's how we do it here. But as we talked about earlier, the Tag Team Cup, it is upon us. Just a few weeks out, our very first special event of the new season. And to crown new World Tag Team Champions. I'll tell you what, I know during the live event last night, I may have said some things. Look, did I have a couple of beers? Maybe, maybe not. I may have predicted which team I thought was going to win the Tag Team Cup. I disavow, because this is my pick right here. If, I'll say this much, if they can get on the same page, I think Carlos Corvo and Joey Bacon can and will even, I'll be so bold as to say, go all the way. Let's see if we can fit Joey Bacon on a plane to get him to Tokyo. We might have to do it by boat. Or we just buy out a whole aisle. Get Joey Bacon his own bus. These two arch rivals for over 10 years. Now a tag team, but as I brought up more than a couple of times towards the end of last season, some of the greatest tag teams in CMV history have been those who weren't necessarily besties, BFFs. In fact, I'd say more often than not, it doesn't matter. You don't have to love your tag team partner so long as you're compatible in that ring. So long as you can get the job done alongside one another, that's what really matters. You don't have to go out for a couple of brewskis afterwards. You don't have to be sucking each other off. So long as you are a cohesive tandem, once that bell rings, it can lead you to championship gold. Think of the bickering duo. Probably the greatest example. Tyson Cage and Surasi winning the Fusion Tag Team Championship with each other. Carlos Corvo, Joey Bacon. There's one thing they did bond over, we saw, was food. That's maybe the only way to Joey Bacon's enlarged heart is food. And I heard that Carlos Corvo makes a hell of a pizza. So long as he keeps doing that, I think he can keep Joey Bacon on his good side. Maybe not his good side, but off of his bad side at the very least. But here is our first look, guys, at one of our new tag teams here on Shockwave. Skybound, Jet Wilder on the left, Ace Mercer on the right, making their debut here tonight. And I'm a poet, I didn't even know it. They have got their work cut out for them. Let's see if they can overcome, quite literally, the mountain that is before them. What a way, though, to explode out of the tag team scene here in CMV by taking out someone like Carlos Corvo, who's a former Intercontinental Champion, a former Octane Tag Team Champion, and Joey Bacon, a two-time Anarchy Champion. But as I just said, easier said than done. Let's see if they can do it, and Joey Bacon will get things started. Looks like he's sniffing the air, man. He wants to get back to catering ASAP. He's going to try to get through these boys as quickly as he can. He's going to get things started against Jet Wilder of Skybound here. And boom, immediately a wet willy. Instantly a thumb to the ear. Not how Wilder, I'm sure, wanted to get things underway. We had to make sure the ring was still good to go after Seo Sujin dropped that leg. It has been reinforced and again, just to make sure, of course, with Joey Bacon in there now. He has collapsed the ring before. So it's better to be safe than sorry, as the old saying goes. Another wet willy. Ugh, sucking that thumb. That greasy thumb. And Wilder, it looks like he wants to get out of there already, but Bacon's not going to allow it. We got a lot of new tag teams getting back together, and the teams obviously returning from the last season, and even more teams coming in as we get closer to the Tag Team Cup, and only 8 teams will qualify and compete on the night in Tokyo, Japan. 8 of the best teams here in CMV to leave as the new World Tag Team Champions. Of course, also 2-night event. There's also be the 2nd annual Women's Tag Team Cup. But look at this, a tag to Carlos Corvo. Bacon's telling him, come on then. As Corvo, what the fuck is this they're cooking? A DDT off the shoulders of Bacon. Holy shit, Wilder wants to get out of there, man. Like, his life depends on it. Very well made, but Corvo's going to send him right back into the corner. Maybe these two finally putting their differences aside during the offseason. You'll love to see it. No more BS. Stop calling each other bitches and start calling everybody else bitches. Wilder has not had a good start. He needs a tag to Ace Mercer like yesterday, but Northern Lights suplex there. Hang on. I'm not counting out just yet. Rolls through some serious upper body strength on display as he hits that brain buster into the pin, but just a 2 count. Still to come, guys. Karan Cook makes his CMV debut, take on the returning former CMV champion, Reese Matthews. And again, if you've not been keeping up with Reese Matthews, I implore you to not stare. And of course, Cam Harris also issues an open challenge for the Intercontinental Championship, not to mention Brian Dynamic and Nathan White taking on Hayne. And our main event, the Divine Championship on the line, as Brina Storey will again challenge Danielle Davis. Here we go! Jet Wilder getting down with the eyes, goes in the corner. They're going to tag the Ace Mercer, but instead lining up Bacon for a Pele kick. A headshot right there. Harvey Hastings will be proud. And Carlos Corvo will make the save, unfortunately for Wilder, who now makes the tag to Ace Mercer. This is our first look at him. As Bacon gets himself to his feet up against the ropes. Keep in mind, Joey Bacon's 7 feet tall, 600 plus pounds. He and Corvo together make up nearly a ton. Obviously, that's vast majority Bacon. Slowly brought to his feet. I wonder what Bacon thought about seeing his old tag team partner return at the top of the show. No longer the kings of the... Oh my God! What? No shot, Ace Mercer, you demon! How the hell? He barely got him up, though. You saw him struggling. He barely got Bacon up. Woo! Blue Thunder Bomb! Are you kidding me? Oh, what a kick out! Skybound. Hang on, I'm sorry. I haven't dared to doubt you for even a moment. Holy shit, man. Oh, and he get him? He did get him. He got him with that shooting star press. He barely got him. And still only able to get a 2 count out of it. But it doesn't look like Jet Wilder has taken his foot off the gas, sends Bacon into the corner. Tries to make a tag to Ace Mercer, but Bacon's had just about enough. He let him have his fun. Now an Irish Whip. Hang on, reverse though. Wilder going to want to keep out of that corner, I think. Able to throw Bacon down. Corvo, you could try to help. Drop kick to the chest. Make that tag. Bacon in bad shape, and now the KO Kid, it might be on his shoulders at this point. The way that Bacon's looking, he's not used to getting picked up like that, obviously. We might have to test Ace Mercer. He's off that boon juice, guaranteed. He mixed that boon juice with that W. He's geeked over there. We see Carlos Corvo is not in very much better shape than Bacon. Now look at this. Jet Wilder is a man let loose. The opening minutes of this matchup were like the complete total opposite of what we're seeing right now. He's getting his ass kicked, but talk about turning things around. All it takes, though, is one of those punches from the former professional boxer Carlos Corvo to put you to sleep. Bacon might be sleeping right now. There, wakes himself up. Wake up and smell the pizza. Corvo better get back into the ring. There we go. Brings Wilder to his feet. I got a feeling things are going to end very badly for Jet Wilder. He does not get out of there. There we go. Able to avoid. Oh, but what? Corvo gouged the eye. That was flying professional boxing. Referee is going to show some leniency here. Big tornado kick, but a kick out at one. As now Corvo makes the tag to Bacon. Wilder going up top though. Trying to shoot a Meteora. But Bacon just simply sidesteps him. And in a flash. Oh no. Oh no. Jet Wilder. Thank you very much, brother, for pulling out all the stops here tonight, but you are about to be crushed. 600 pounds. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Ace Mercer. Where in the good Lord's name did he just come from? Talk about very last second. That's 2.99999999999 right there. Corvo tagged back in. Well, Ace Mercer may have broken up the pin, but Jet Wilder just pretty much had a car dropped on top of him. He is able to get his knees up, but he needs a tag. He needs to tag in Ace Mercer. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do here. Ace Mercer tagged in finally. Jet Wilder with a very, very much deserved break. He's been putting the team on his back. Now it's up to Ace for the time being. Corvo just going to go for a real quick pin. A dirty pin. The dirtiest pin! And he nearly steals it, but Mercer is able to overcome, even with that added leverage there. Missed the kick. And pays dearly for it. Corvo with a big old scoop slam before tagging Joey Bacon back in. He's eyeing Jet Wilder. Bacon does not like Wilder. Immediately tags Corvo back in. I love it. Oh, okay. Hangman's neckbreaker, big old like frog splash combination. And a spring. Oh no, he missed it. And the tag's made to Jet Wilder. Corvo tried to cut him off with that springboard moonsault. Wilder goes for a powerbomb, punches to the top of the head. And dazed and confused, even if it's just for a moment. Stunner! Ace Mercer got to get out of there before he gets skybound disqualified potentially. Oh no, Corvo. Good night! Jesus Christ! But I was way too close to the corner and easy peasy to break up that pin, but man, Jet Wilder. I don't know how he just hit that neck break. I don't know how he's not down for the 100 count right now. That was one of the more nastier punches I think I've ever seen Carlos Corvo throw too. There was a whole lot of piss and vinegar behind that one. I think Jet Wilder might be spitting out a few teeth later on tonight when he gets back to the hotel room. Take a trip to the dentist. Might need to take a trip to the local hospital. Because Joey Bacon is looking to squash him again. Knee to the face. Robs Bacon, but knows his surroundings as the veteran. Wilder going to hop back in. Corvo trying to help out a little bit. As Bacon now drags Wilder over to the ropes. Oh, come on, Bacon. No, God! 600 plus pounds. Ref, where are you? How is that not a disqualification? At least a warning. Oh my word. It might not be a good thing that Carlos Corvo and Joey Bacon are on the same page now. And Bacon, thanks to that cheap shot from Corvo, punched Wilder in the back of the head. Carlos Corvo and Joey Bacon pick up the win here against Skybound. Carlos Corvo had that punch to the back of the head. Locked and loaded. Bacon threw Wilder right into it. And it's enough to seal the deal. Now, I love what I saw from Skybound, primarily Jet Wilder in this match, but Corvo and Bacon on the same page is a disaster for every other tag team here in CMV. And Corvo, he did get the knock. Oh, Bacon's saying, why are you celebrating? I'm the one that got the pin. Corvo's saying, I'm the one that knocked him out, though. Oh, bring it in. Come on. Bring it in, Bacon. Yeah, it's wholesome. We love to see it. Yeah. Finally, these two. Uh-oh. Corvo didn't like that. Hang on. I don't know if that's very smart, Carlos. Oh, God. Hey, come on, come on. You guys just won the match. Come on now. Don't let it devolve. Oh, big shove there from Bacon. Corvo trying to defuse the situation. No! Bacon's having none of it, though. Corvo, get out of there while you're still breathing, man. Oh, he just pied him. No way, he just pied him. And Bacon's about to pop his top here. Corvo, get out of there! Jesus! Well, even a victory here on the season premiere could not temper things between Carlos Corvo and Joey Bacon for too long. But a win nonetheless for the two of them as we get closer to the Tag Team Cup. But guys, we've still got a lot to go here tonight on Shockwave number 160. And as I said earlier, I think this, if I can be honest, is the debut I am most looking forward to here at the start of this new season. Quran Cook at last arrives here in CMV. And he has got a tall task for his debut matchup. Well, maybe it would have been a tall task a few years ago. Look, I don't want to disrespect Reese Matthews in any sort of way. I love the man, but, well, you'll see in just a couple minutes when he makes his way out here what I'm talking about. This is not the Reese Matthews of a few years ago. This is not the Reese Matthews that won the CMV Championship all those years ago. But he's intent on making a comeback with the help of his new coach, Murphy. I just hope that he's truly prepared, because we say this is a tall task for Cook. It most certainly is for Reese Matthews as well. I just think this man here has the makings of a future world champion. I think in every single department. Not just the looks of a world champion, but once that bell rings, you'll find out that he's got the abilities to back it up as well. I think he's going to be a major player this season here on Shockwave. And it could all start tonight with him knocking off a former CMV champion. And yes, indeed, you might not believe it, but this man you're about to see in a second is a former CMV champion. But a far cry from the condition he was in just a few years ago. That, of course, is Murphy in the beanie, Reese Matthews, making his return to CMV for the first time in a couple of years. And, well, during those couple of years away, as you can plainly see, he has put on some weight. Look, we all do from time to time. And just because you're thick doesn't mean you can't go in that ring. Look at what we just saw Joey Bacon do. Obviously much more thick. Now, Reese Matthews, who not even that long ago, just a few weeks ago, was working in a grocery store. That's how far he had fallen. But Murphy has helped him to pick himself up, dust himself off. He's already lost some weight from what I heard. Good, I think 10, 15 pounds I heard Reese has already lost. So he's already on the right track as he steps back into a CMV ring. So it's Quadon Cook taking on Reese Matthews. And even down to the attire Reese Matthews is wearing. I mean, he used to be one of the more flashy dressers. Custom tights and all, but, well, I think it's just, I mean, if you want to be blunt about it, I think Reese just can't afford that right now. Well, I know that Adam Valentine rolled the dice signing Reese Matthews. Again, I'll be honest, I wanted nothing to do with Reese Matthews. Murphy approached me on his behalf, asked if I'd be interested, and I said no. Maybe I'll live to regret that, but Adam Valentine, he took the risk. He's given Reese Matthews this opportunity, and we'll see if the veteran can make the most of it or not. I think that should be his first order of business, though, upon cashing that first CMV check, is getting himself perhaps some tights, because we don't need to be seeing all that thigh. All right, can we keep it a buck here? We don't need to be seeing all that. Well, he's starting off strong here against Quadon Cook. When you look at Cook, I don't think Reese Matthews was ever in that kind of shape, but at least close to it once upon a time when he was the CMV champion. Not to mention all the other gold he held in CMV over his many years. I mean, Reese Matthews has truly done it all, up and down the card, from the very bottom to the very top. I mean, he dressed as a clown at one point. He was a detective for a good while, investigating gun-related crimes specifically. Was good friends with Sam Valentine. And now has spent the last couple of years as a grocer. Look, there's nothing wrong with working at a grocery store. Just when you think about Reese Matthews used to be riding around in limousines on private jets with the likes of Paul Devine, to then, putting some fruit on the shelf. You can't help but to think, geez, what has become of this man? And that's the type of lifestyle that Quadon Cook lives, no doubt about it. I know he pulled up in the Rolls Royce tonight. I saw it. I don't even think I could afford the vehicle that Quadon Cook pulled up in tonight. Man, I don't even think Emmett Jones could, for that matter. Slowly pull. I think that jacket that Quadon Cook came out here wearing during his entrance probably cost more than all the money Reese Matthews has in his checking account right now, and savings combined, I would wager. But none of that matters once the bell rings. It's just about who the better man's going to be, and Reese is putting up a fight here. I might have thought for a second Quadon Cook was going to run him over in a matter of seconds, but that's obviously not the case. Fight taken to the outside. Damn, what a punch! You write home to your mama about a punch like that, and Murphy is looking understandably worried as he watches from the other side of the ring, guys. I would be too. Coming up next is the open challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. Who's going to take up Cam Harris on what could prove to be the opportunity of a lifetime for one or man or woman. It could be anybody, guys. We don't know who's going to answer that challenge. Ahmed said it's going to be him earlier tonight, but might someone else beat him to the punch? We shall see up next. And we've also still got Brian Dynamic and Nathan Light taking on Haim, as well as our main event, first main event of the new season. Brina Storey again challenges Danielle Davis for the Divine Championship. Meanwhile, we're up to a count of 13 here, guys, and Quran Cook is demolishing Reese Matthews and doesn't seem too concerned about getting back into the ring. Now Reese, thrown ribs first into the side of the steel steps. Come on, we already had one count out here tonight. We already had one legend get counted out. I don't think Reese can get back up though, guys. A count of 18. Wait a minute. No, that was 19. And Quran Cook, guys, is going to get the win by count out. That's two legends counted out here tonight. First Quantum and now Reese Matthews. Is that telling us something? That these legends, quote unquote, they can't even get back into the freaking ring. If Reese Matthews can't even get himself back into the ring, what hope can he possibly have of hanging with this new generation of likes of a Quran Cook? A little bit of a mercy kill, I think, there, because Quran Cook looked like he was about to take Reese's head off. Another couple of minutes. What a win for Quran Cook. Not such a good night for Reese Matthews, though. Can he get himself back up again? Here's the question. Or maybe is it time for Reese to just call it quits right here? Get back to bagging my groceries. And it is now time, my fine feathered friends, our very first championship match of the new season, and it's going to be an open challenge. Cam Harris is a man on cloud 9 after ending the career of Shay Hoxton at Final Stand. In Hoxton's own Red Room in Las Vegas, Nevada, man, what a match it was. It was the perfect way to end the season. Chaos. Pure and true. And when the smoke cleared, Cam Harris was the man left standing tall. And now he enters the new season as Intercontinental Champion. And you know what I always say? It's just Big C. And if you thought last season was going oh so well for Cam Harris, baby, I'm telling you right now, this season's going to be even bigger, even better. And I don't think just that Intercontinental Championship is going to be around the waist of Cam Harris. Look, Cam Harris has got the global champion calling him out. That's all you got to know about it, brother. That's the stock of Cam Harris. The global champion is calling him out. The global champion wants his title. You don't got to say any more than that right there. And Cam Harris, in his infinite humbleness, is giving someone the opportunity of a lifetime here tonight. Issuing this open challenge. Blessing one individual in that locker room to share the ring with him and to challenge him, even if they might not deserve it, for his Intercontinental Championship. My only concern is, does Cam Harris truly know what he might be getting himself into here tonight? He's riding that high, maybe clouding his judgment a little bit, because it can be anyone in that locker room, guys. I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know who's going to answer this challenge. It could be someone we've already seen compete here tonight. We know Ahmed, at the top of the show, he said he's going to answer the open challenge. It could not even be a man. It could be any woman in that locker room, potentially. Maybe it's not even someone in CMV. It could be someone who's just here. It's an open challenge. It could be anyone. Those are the dice that Cam Harris is rolling here tonight. And if he walks out still Intercontinental Champion, that just cements his reign. However, if someone manages to take that championship from him, it could change their career forever. I love how Cam Harris just takes his time, man. Drinks it all in, basks in his own glory, as he should. I could just watch it. 2 hours of this. Cam Harris saunter into the ring and be happy, be fulfilled. But now the time has come, guys. Who's it going to be? Who is going to answer the open challenge? Cam Harris letting it be known. Who wants to take their shot at greatness tonight? Anyone in that locker room? Step up to the plate. Step into the ring with Big C. If you got the balls. I don't know who this is. I don't think Cam Harris does either. What the hell? Yep. Well, wait a minute. It's Emmett Jones! Yes, the multi-millionaire! $7 million in the bank account! And perhaps the Intercontinental Championship around his waist. Oh, I should have known the moment I seen the gold. Emmett Jones answers the open challenge. Oh yeah, he's happy with himself. He beat Ahmed and everyone else to the punch. A former Octane Tag Team Champion, former Trios Champion, who was busy just last night at a CMV Live event, knocking off JB Hayes. I mean, this has been the best few weeks of Emmett's life. And now it could truly crescendo with him winning his first singles championship. So here we go, my friends, for the Intercontinental Championship. Don't think I missed those side plates missing for a second there. They're back, though. They must have just fallen off for a second or two. Cam Harris has put them back on. We will not tolerate any more side plate thieves. All right, not this season. I'm not having it anymore. Well, Emmett Jones, guys, has stepped up to the plate. Batter up. Can he hit the home run? Oh, what an angle. Oh, my God. Even better one. I love it, yes. Let's just keep this angle the whole match, I think. Great things we're seeing. A lot of production. Look, it's the beginning of the new season. There's going to be a lot of production errors. I'm wondering if this cameraman might have actually died. Hello? Someone, please. Okay, there we go. Cameraman fainted for a second. Gotta get his blood sugar up. Here we go. Emmett Jones answers the open challenge. Cam Harris for the Intercontinental Championship, our tertiary main event. And Emmett Jones is trying to feed off the fans. I don't think that's going to happen. Cam Harris, not impressed. And a moonsault. If that's it, I swear to God, please let that be it. Please let that be it. Oh, man. That would have been a thing of pure beauty. I mean, obviously not for Emmett Jones, but Cam Harris immediately sent him into the corner. Emmett would think twice about trying to do something like that again. I don't know why he would even think that the fans would be behind him, even remotely. I mean, if anything, the fans hate these two, you know, respectively. Equally, maybe. I don't think there's going to be a fan favorite in this one, but if there were to be, I think it would be Cam Harris over Emmett Jones. Nobody likes Emmett Jones. And as I talked about last night during that CMV live event, it doesn't really matter. Emmett Jones doesn't need people to like him. He's a multi-millionaire. And if not tonight, I said it also during his match at CMV Live last night. I said this season he will be a champion. I didn't think it was going to be this soon. But if it isn't tonight, it will be in the near future. I know that. I know it in my heart. Tries to go for the pin off that double boot stomp, but a kick out at 1. And shove him back to his feet in the full mount now. Nice counter. Big forearms from Emmett. And go for the pin. A dirty pin even right in front of the ref. Cam, though, doesn't even give him a 1 count. Obviously didn't add that much more range. And I did ask Cam Harris, I said, is this something he plans on continuing to do? These open challenges as long as he's Intercontinental Champion? Cam Harris told me yes. But if he does retain, he will be doing another open challenge next Shockwave. That's a big if, though, considering who he's in the ring here with. Not someone to look past. You don't have to like Emmett Jones, but you do got to respect what he can get done in that ring, I always say. He is not someone Cam Harris can sneeze at. As we're seeing right now, DDT attempted, but stopped by Harris. With a punch to the gut, big forearm smash. And a knee to the face. And take Emmett down. He's quick, though, to crawl out onto the apron. Knows his surroundings. Does Emmett Jones. I think we can safely call him a veteran at this point. Veteran adjacent. He's been in CMV almost, 2 years at this point or so. Uh-oh, standing moonsault, or over here. He was, of course, on the original season of Reality Wrestling, I'm pretty sure. Which, by the way, season 4 beginning soon. Make sure you check out the Discord if you want to be hip on that. Quick schoolboy pin. Emmett gonna try to steal it, but not even a 1 count. Emmett now not playing around. The former farmer boy turned millionaire with that cliffhanger DDT. And into the pin, tucks the arms and all. Are we going to have a new Intercontinental Champion kick out at 2? Well, I think Emmett, if he wins the Intercontinental Championship here tonight, he can probably just throw away that bajillion-dollar championship. Who needs it? Oh, ref saw him. No! The ref! No! Tackles! The brass knucks! And the ref was busy fixing the top turnbuckle. Not like this! Not like this! Where's the ref, though? Those top turnbuckles are real tricky. Emmett kind of shot his load a little early there. A little prematurely. Should have waited a bit longer. But the damage is done. I mean, that was well over a 3 count. If the ref had turned around right away, we would have a new Intercontinental Champion. But the damage is done, and Cam Harris might last but a couple of seconds longer, looking like. Big dropkick from the top. Followed up by a moonsault off the top rope. This might do it, guys. 1, 2. And Cam Harris, not to be punked out, at least not so easily. His jaw might be hurting. His jaw might be locking. Might be hard to understand it because his jaw keeps locking. He's going to have to bite down, though, and fight through the pain here. that those brass knuckles surely did. Waistlock lariat, tries for a stop. DDT again. Emmett just cannot be stopped though. It's seeming like Cam, I just don't think is fully recovered from those brass knuckles. Look now, big old pop-up punch. Let's not forget Emmett still has those brass knuckles in his tights. He could potentially try to use them again. The ref didn't see it. Oh, but now the ref's distracting Emmett. The ref was telling Emmett to get down off the top rope, and Cam now gonna dump him. Just a 1 count. Harris knows that he can't afford to beat around this bush any longer. Jackpot! To retain. 1, 2. What a kick out. Emmett Jones has obviously brought his A+ game to this dance here tonight. I mean, you can't really hate Emmett Jones too much for bringing those brass knuckles, because I wouldn't put it past Cam Harris to try something similar if given the chance. And you know what that old saying, how it goes, right? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Words to live by. Emmett Jones wants to be Intercontinental Champion. He'll do anything he has to, obviously, to make that a reality. I love it. I appreciate it. I respect it. Watch out, though. We've already had 2 countouts tonight. And with the championship on the line, that means championship advantage is in play. So Emmett Jones cannot win the championship by countout or disqualification. He has to either pin or submit Cam Harris in the ring. And he busted Cam Harris open there at ringside. The champ is now bleeding. Emmett Jones senses weakness, goes in for the kill! Knocked out cold! No, another unreal kick out. Emmett even argued with the ref, but the time for that is over. Emmett's locked in. Cam is too, though! And it's time to hit the jackpot. No! Counters the jackpot attempt. German suplex. Take his fucking head off. Emmett Jones gonna take a second, catch his breath, readjust. Eyes narrowed, finger on the trigger. Take your kill shot. Cliffhanger DDT. 1, 2, 3. Emmett Jones is the new Intercontinental Champion. How could his life get any better? This man must have wished upon a shining star. Millions of dollars in the bank account, and now the new Intercontinental Champion by any means necessary. Emmett Jones with his first taste of singles gold. Oh. Cam is impressed. Oh, no side plates. And Cam took the side plates. He said, you can't have those. Those are mine. I'm keeping those. Emmett Jones, the new Intercontinental Champion. What a match. And what a moment for this young man. Aaron Stone be damned. Well, congratulations indeed to Emmett Jones, the new Intercontinental Champion. But will that be the only new champion we crown here tonight? Because, of course, still to come in our main event, it will be Brina Storey challenging Danielle Davis for her Divine Championship. First, though, in our co-main event, it's some more tag team action. As Hayes will be taking on Nathan White and Brian Dynamic. With that tag team cup on the horizon, a team like Hayes is most certainly looking to not only partake, but go all the way and be crowned the new World Tag Team Champions. And I can confirm Adam Valentine slipped a little note to me a few moments ago. It had a lipstick on it. I digress though, and he has informed me that Carlos Corvo and Joey Bacon are officially our first team confirmed for the 9th annual Men's Tag Team Cup in Tokyo, Japan. Of course, there's 8 spots, so there's 1 down, 7 left to fill. And of course, Corvo and Bacon are my pick. Quote me now. I'm not changing it. Although Haim, I don't know, man, there's just something special about these two. Rubs chin, furrows brow. I might have to change my pick after all. Give me some time to think about it, okay? I know you're all anxiously waiting to hear who my pick truly is. Let's see if these two can indeed prove themselves worthy of taking the trip to Tokyo, Japan, where, of course, their current rivals, Toxic Company, are banned. So it's not looking like Toxic Company are going to be allowed to compete in the Tag Team Cup whatsoever. They are banned from all wrestling in Japan entirely. Although, as I myself mentioned last night on social media, the Pro Wrestling Japan Tag Team Champions, Chosen and Cole Quinn guys, are going to be coming to CMV in the next couple of weeks, and well, maybe, just maybe, Toxic Company looking to take back the titles they never even lost. They were stripped of when they got booted out of Japan before they came to CMV. A part of the massive business partnership announced a couple weeks ago between CMV and Pro Wrestling Japan, as well as Lucha Libre Magica this season. Gonna have a lot of crossover, a lot of live events in Japan and Mexico. Well, it's just these two last night, guys, at a live event, picked up a tag team victory. This is my pick, okay? I don't need to think any longer. This right here is my pick to win the Men's Tag Team Cup. It's got to be Nathan White and Brian Dynamic. Come on now. Look no further. What a team. I know Owen O'Rourke and Roger, they like to call themselves the most handsome team, but I mean, take a look at Owen O'Rourke. Look, don't tell him I said this, but just take a good long look at Owen O'Rourke for a couple of minutes, and then take a look at Nathan White, and you tell me who's more handsome. Make sure you don't say it through gritted teeth. Look over at Brian Dynamic there, standing on the apron, like a statue of a Greek god. Come to life. Please, get real here. And the tag's made to Roger Devaney, looking to make a little bit of a magic here tonight. Take Nathan White down into a small package, trying to end this one nice and early, but no hope of that. And the tag to Brian Dynamic, not only, I say, undisputed most handsome man in all of CMV today, maybe aside from myself, but also in that ring, I think unparalleled in just about every single facet. I don't know if there's anyone faster than Brian Dynamic. I don't know if there might be very many stronger than Brian Dynamic. He can wrestle with you. He can high fly faster than anyone can keep up with. Hits hard. God, Brian Dynamic really is the total package. Irish whip with his head. Roderick Devaney into the corner. Knife edge shot by Nathan White. Who much of what I just said about Brian Dynamic could be attributed to Nathan White as well, who's gotten only better with the guidance of Brian Dynamic. Like I said, during the offseason, they were training hard in the Performance Center. Brian Dynamic really crafting Nathan White, who already had that natural gift. It's only been honed with the help of Dynamic. And if they don't win the 9th annual Men's Tag Team Cup, I know for certain that championship gold will eventually find a home with Nathan White and Brian Dynamic this season. That's my bold prediction. Devaney trying to pick himself up in the corner. Nathan White full steam ahead. Did he get that? I don't know if he got all of that enziguri, but he got enough of it to try to go for the pin here. Kick out at 1. Devaney, as well as Owen O'Rourke, I'm sure both still feeling the effects of that wild brawl at Final Stand with Toxic Company in Shay Hoxton's archive warehouse. One of the crazier things I think we've seen over these last couple of years here in CMV. And from what I'm told, Shay Hoxton, he did send Haim a substantial bill for all the damages. I mean, they broke shelves, they knocked over his trophy cases. I'm not going to say how much I heard, but safe to say, hey, they might have to hit up Emmett Jones for a little bit of a loan to help pay off all that damage they caused. Good teamwork there, though, by Haim. You might say, well, hang on now, Toxic Company, they're also responsible. I think Shay Hoxton knows Toxic Company don't have 2 pennies to rub together, all right? German suplex by this big Irishman. He might not be pretty, but in that ring, he is deadly. From what we've seen from him, this is only, what, his 6th, maybe 7th CMV matchup. He debuted at the very end of last season. Linked up with Roger Devaney almost immediately. Of course, their friendship, quote-unquote, first began with an exchange of $100 for a promise of aid. But it has evolved into what I think is a genuine friendship now. Will that friendship take them all the way to Tokyo? Forearm inside the head from Brian Dynamic to escape the corner. Big punches here from O'Rourke. And a kick to the gut, too. Death Valley Bomb. Dynamic did not like that. He wants to get out of there, make the tag to Nathan White. Big fucking toss and caught on the way down. The European uppercut. Dynamic able to trip up the Irishman. Now it's got him in an E-bar. O'Rourke nicely reversed. Big punches there. Damage done to his knee. Another catapult European uppercut. Dynamic has really had enough. Gets that tag to Nathan White finally. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, where's Nathan going? Oh my God, not the handstand cartwheel back elbow. He really has been training. What a classic maneuver there. He pulled it off. Maybe the best I've ever seen it done. There's the lift and reverse DT. He did it better than Snooki. You got to give him credit for that. Oh, and O'Rourke paying no mind to Brian Dynamic as he goes to the corner, but he should. Dynamic with a cheap shot. Now be careful. That's what led to Skybound taking the L against Corvo and Bacon earlier tonight. Dangerous even from the apron. You got to have your wits about you. Double back body drop. The handsomest and most exciting tag team in all the world today. Oh, time to get crunchy. Devaney for the win, but Dynamic comes into the dropkick to break up the pin. Devaney letting himself get distracted, but turns the attention back to Nathan White, who's still hurt. Sends him to the corner. Magic Man. He's looking to pull a rabbit out of the hat, but Nathan White's not interested. Trying to catch him on the rebound, not quick enough. Ooh, whoa! What happened there? He's dead. He's dead. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Pardon me. Almost choked right there. He fucking killed him. Oh, O'Rourke is coming in to make sure he's dead. Nathan White, what a soldier to still be standing. Literally a shot in the head. It was completely limp. Irish whip off the ropes. Nathan White still standing, but maybe not for too much longer. If he's not more careful. Snap German suplex, bridge to pin, but a kick out at one. Oh, not the knee. Oh, and O'Rourke going after the knee. Nathan White's desperate to get to the corner, look for some refuge, but Owen O'Rourke's not going to give it to him. Oh, gets the boots up. Nathan White gets the boots up, and what a knee! Knee to the face. That might actually make Owen O'Rourke look a little bit better. Good care, man. Go up a little bit more, please. Missed our chance. Nathan White now has the ball. He is not letting go of it. Owen O'Rourke, can he make the tag? Yes, he can. Could it all be up to Roger Devaney at this point? Out on the apron, he sends him big right hand. And another. Third, gonna knock him down to the floor. Just distracted by the immense good looks of Bryant Dynamic. Can't say that I blame him. Uh-oh, we got chaos now. Referee's trying to tell these boys to take it back into the ring. Who's legal? Pretty sure Nathan White and Roger Devaney are legal. Kick upside the head. Elbow to the side of the head. Let's get it back in the ring. We already had 2 countouts tonight, please. We're going to get another count out, aren't we? Referee's doing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, Nathan, save us! Where are you going? Where are you going? Why are you doing this? Oh, we're going to get a double count out, too. Not even just a count out, but a double count out. Oh, brother. Nathan White couldn't figure out how to get. He did die. He really did die earlier in the match. This was just his spirit. This is his body acting of its own accord. Oh, are the fans actually chanting restart match? I think they are. Should we give it to them? Oh, we've already had 2 count. I've never heard the crowd actually chant restart match before. We've already had 2 countouts. I think we can give it to them. We've only got our main event to go. And at least we had winners in the other matches. Yeah, we can't have a draw. We'll do a rematch. Nathan White got a little bit lost there for a second or two. Let's get back to our corners. And we're going to restart this one. Owen O'Rourke and Nathan White to their respective corners. And hopefully we keep it in the ring this time. Something's over the headset now, too. Can anything else go wrong here? What the hell? Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. You guys can still hear me, right? Oh, brother. Let's see, we're going to Nathan White and Brian Dynamic. Not a good start to the restart for Owen O'Rourke. Kicked him right in the tit. Did not like that all too much, did O'Rourke. Big knee. He really is so pale. He is so pale. Is Owen O'Rourke. It almost hurts to look at. It's genuinely scary. I didn't know someone could be that pale and still be alive. It looks like all the blood has been drained from his body. Don't tell him I said any of this. Big clothesline, of course. Ref, you could slow down, man, with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're already at 5. They've been out there for a second top. Thank you, Owen. Owen, I take back everything. You're a saint of a man. And you're not too pale. You're perfect. You definitely don't need a tan. O'Rourke gonna get caught though. Dynamic sneaky with that little arm wrench. Tag made to Nathan White. I think I can confidently say my favorite tag team currently in CMV, Nathan White and Brina Dynamic. Sometimes two guys just connect. You know, they haven't even been together all that long, couple of months in total. But you just tell. You can tell that it's there. You can tell, I could tell right away. The first time they teamed together, I knew. These guys are going to go a long way as a tag team. They're going to be future champions. And I even more confidently say they're going to win the 9th annual Men's Tag Team Cup. I mean, look at this. Look at this and tell me I'm wrong. Big ol' elbow across the chest. And an elbow from Nathan White. Off Brett's rope. I still don't believe the fans actually saved the restart match. I've never heard that before. Even they wanted to see this one get a proper ending. Fair enough. How can I, even though I'm not the general manager here on Shockwave, sometimes even I gotta make that call. I'm sure Adam Valentine will agree. Uh-oh, back to the ringside area. We're not restarting this match again, so these two had better get back into the ring. Damn, okay. Brina Dynamic just broke Owen's nose. Gave him a little knuckle sandwich action. Oh, there goes Devaney too, dropped to the outside. Brina Dynamic gonna break the count though. He might have been able to win my count out right there. I don't know if Owen was gonna get back up on his own. Uh-oh. Now they're just fighting over the dead body of Roger Devaney. And a power bomb on the floor. Owen O'Rourke shifting into another zone right now. Devaney's gonna get in on it. Oh, come on, man. They can't stay in the ring to save their lives. They can't do it. At least get back in the ring, Owen. Why is he not getting back in the ring? Oh, they reset the count. Owen O'Rourke, a saint. A saint among men. Reset the count. Now Dynamic's got Roger Devaney lets him get back into the ring. Hello. Brett, this should just be disqualification. This one's crazy. How is this fair? Dynamic literally can't get... Oh, he's going to reset the count again. The count's going to reset again. Even O'Rourke is like, bro, let him get back into the ring. How is he already back up to 3? This rep is crazy. Slow down. I got to start being the fucking referee, man. I was hoping coming into the new season we get some better refs. Oh, here we go. We literally had 3 chances, bro. We had 3 chances. Dynamic. I don't think he's going to reset the count. He ain't going to do it. Over. He does! 4th time's the charm. Dynamic. Oh, shit! Well, rest in peace, Roger Devaney. Just get back into the ring. Get back in the ring. Owen does. Come on. Again. They're not letting it end. They're not letting it end again. Come on, where's Dynamic? No, not Roderick. Yes! Get back in the ring. Thank you. Saved. We resume properly now. If they leave the ring again, I swear. Nathan a little bit of help there. Well, it didn't help Mug too much. Oh, God. Throwing them all around like a flapjack here. Treating that boy like a pancake. Tag to Roger Devaney. This Dynamic needs to tag himself real bad. A leg drop, not just one. Uh-oh, hang on now, because a leg drop earlier fucking blew up the show. So let's be careful now. That leg drop wasn't very atomic, but we got to be wary dropping these legs from now on. Seo Sujin literally took the show off the air with that atomic leg drop. Trying to make a tag, shut down by Dynamic. It's going to be backbreaker. Now the tag is made to Nathan White. Well-deserved rest for Bryan Dynamic. Look at Haim. Recouping together. Super kick just turned Nathan White inside out. And that springboard moonsault, little cherry on top, goes for the pin, but broken up immediately by Bryan Dynamic, the Magic Man. Stays on task with a brain buster. And I'd say Nathan White just got his brain thoroughly busted as the tag is now made to Owen O'Rourke. Looks like a cut across his forehead. I thought it was his nose that Dynamic jacked up earlier. Super kick from Nathan White. But one ain't enough, perhaps. Or is he taking O'Rourke into the corner? Suckers him in. O'Rourke, you fool! You big oaf. And a DDT pulled off spectacularly. Now look at Nathan. Oh, I'm going to tell him to suck it. Insult to injury. There it is again. No, O'Rourke's not impressed with the second attempt. Oh, O'Rourke is leaking now. He's bleeding. He's leaving blood all over the canvas. Tag made to Roger Devaney. Double back body drop. This might be all on the shoulders of Devaney at this point. Whoa! Never mind. O'Rourke's going to get right back in to break up the pin. Yeah. Oh, no, O'Rourke. Looks like he could pass out any second with the amount of blood he's losing. And Devaney not faring much better. What's this? Lifting reverse DDT. If the ref can get in position, 1, 2, kick out. Cameraman, keep giving me these angles. Love it. Devaney's got to wake up, though. There we go. Elbow to the side of the head. Devaney going to try to close in. Kick to the midsection. Can't get through Nathan White's defenses here, though. And a poison rana. Both knocked loopy. Both going for a tag. Tag made to Owen O'Rourke. Tag made to Bryan Dynamic. Tries to take his head off, but blood in his eyes may have obscured his vision there. And a back elbow from Dynamic chops him down. Able to avoid that double axe handle, though. Give him the old snake eyes, is O'Rourke. Get out of that corner. Kick across the lower back. Dynamic shakes it off. O'Rourke, for a man his size, moves quickly. Out, but what the fuck was that? What was that? Did he kick him? I thought that was a knee or that was a kick. Or whatever it was, it only gets a 1 count for O'Rourke. Need a replay of that one. Tag to Roger Devaney. As Dynamic gets through seat night edge chop. In a bad part of town, man. Scoop slam. They're going to use O'Rourke like a weapon. Dropping the Irishman on Dynamic. Who doesn't know where he is right now by the look of it. And while the referee checks on Dynamic, Owen O'Rourke just took off that top turnbuckle cover. Dynamic looks like he just saw his life flash before his eyes, and maybe he did. Oh, there's that catapult European uppercut again, rearing its ugly head. Oh, referee has found the exposed turnbuckle. Cheap shot from Nathan White. O'Rourke's not going to allow himself to be distracted, though. Keeps focused on the legal man. That's Bryan Dynamic. Elbow to the side of the head. But walks right into that patellar drop brainbuster. Hooks the leg, but Devaney will not let this match end. He knows what's at stake. I mean, the winning team here surely qualifies for the Tag Team Cup. The losing team, who knows if they'll get another chance to prove themselves worthy. This has been a banger. Had to be restarted and all. Right now tagged in. Oh, God! Forearm man just popped Nathan White's eye out. And then shoulder first into the steel ring post. And it wasn't already bad enough. White gonna pop that eyeball back into his skull. Big Van Vader style. But he's distracted. And that allows Owen O'Rourke to make the tag to Roger Maybe. Nathan White doesn't seem too concerned about it though. Maybe he should be. Like a torpedo, Devaney just shot himself at White there. Tries so low, tries to set up Crunchy, I think. Not the roll-up! The dreaded roll-up! But a kick out at 2. Devaney proved himself to be quite resilient in this match. Nathan just can't help himself, can he? He gets control and he's got to talk some shit. He's got to run his mouth. He's got to play around. That's what Dynamic really has to teach him, is to get the job done. Celebrate after. Might be the one detriment to Nathan White at this point. Oh, there's the knee again. Devaney just tries to get right back up. Got to be a pure instinct. But that pure instinct is running wild. A little bit of help from Owen O'Rourke. Devaney tries to creep up on him from behind. Elbow to the side of the head. Gets him into the corner. Makes the tag. No, shot down by White at the very last second. And now we get taken for a walk. And it ain't through the park, brother. Oh no, what is this? Oh, God! Yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. No, Owen O'Rourke breaks up the pin. I think Roger Devaney is dead. I think that was a murder. No! Devaney did all of this just to try and qualify for the Tag Team Cup, guys. That's how badly both these teams, every team in CMV should want this. Finally gets the tag to Owen O'Rourke. I think everybody except for Brian Dynamic is bleeding at this point. Even the ref might be bleeding. This has become a very bloody match. You can especially see it highlighted on Owen O'Rourke. Gets himself out of that inverted suplex attempt as Nathan White. O'Rourke, charge it up. European uppercut. Had that sneaky little elbow though lying there. Makes the tag to Devaney. Great teamwork, I'd say, by both teams in this match. Like a rocket launcher. Oh, God. Don't tell me after all this. Ref, please give them a chance. Devaney, just throw him back into the ring, brother. Just throw him back into the ring. If after all this ends in a count-out, I'm going to cry. Devaney, please. Please, Devaney. Nathan White staring up at the lights like he's about to enter into the kingdom of heaven here. Thank the Lord. Count of 8. We get back into the ring. Oh, running sit-out powerbomb. Where did Devaney pull that out from? Kick out, though. What is it going to take? This match is crazy. Magic Man. Trying again to set up for Crunchy, but White's just got it well scouted. He's not having any of it. Pulls him back. Nope. Chops away the hand and a kick to the midsection. Leapfrog. Leapfrog again. These guys are just so exhausted at this point, though. Running off in fumes. Now it's Devaney who's trapped in the corner. As Nathan White sets him up for a triangle drop kick. And Dynamic marks out to it. He loves it. Impressed with his tag team partners. See, that's so wholesome. Tag team partners that gas each other up. Imploding Phoenix Splash, but oh, it'll work that thorn in Nathan White's side, man. Now the tag to Brian Dynamic. I mean, he doesn't have to do very much. I think he's probably just pinned Delaney. But Dynamic gonna make sure the job's done. Knee to the side of the head. Into the TKO. 1, 2, 3. Nathan White and Brian Dynamic picking up the dub. What a match. I'm glad we chose to restart it. Thanks to the fans. Demanded it. Nathan White and Brian Dynamic, you heard me say it once, you'll hear me say it again. You're looking at the winning team of the 9th Annual Men's Tag Team Cup, baby. You needn't look any further. Well, now, my friends, we get right down to it. It is our first main event of the brand new season. And a doozy it is indeed. A rematch from Final Stand as Brina Storey gets another crack at knocking the divine Danielle Davis off of her holy pedestal. We've already had one new champion crowned here tonight, which bodes well for the challenger, Brina Storey. Of course, Emmett Jones answering Cam Harris's open challenge a bit earlier and defeating him to become the new Intercontinental Champion. And see, someone like Brina Storey, you gotta respect, because she should have curled up into a ball, rolled off into a corner and cried about that loss in Final Stand, but not Brina. She got back up, and with a little bit of help from her friends, Sophia E. Faith and Thea, training with her over these last couple weeks, asked Danielle Davis for this rematch, and the Divine obliged, seemingly happy to once again put Brina Storey down, prove again, as Davis so said herself, that Brina is simply not on her level, belongs beneath her. But this story is not over yet, and the biggest chapter yet could be added coming into this all-new season. There she is in all of her holy eminence. Danielle Davis, joined by her new best friend, the Zero-G champion, Madison Quinn, who was a bit instrumental in that match at Final Stand from ringside, distracted Brina a couple of times throughout that match. I'm not going to say she was the sole reason Danielle Davis walked out of Las Vegas still the Divine Champion, but definitely a factor. Will she be again here tonight? Will Brina be better prepared this time around? I mean, you can't even lie to yourself. Even Brina Storey would have to admit, Danielle Davis just looks right with that championship around her gorgeous waist. Don't tell Blake Virtue I said that. But that is what it is about. The Divine Championship. Of course, Danielle Davis, the inaugural champion. Brina Storey been nipping at her heels ever since the Divine Invitational at the end of last season. And we speculated, maybe final stand, the light's just a little too bright. The pressure got to Brina Storey, maybe got in her own head because it was very much one-sided. Danielle Davis kind of wiped the canvas with Brina Storey in Las Vegas. In fact, it kind of reminded me of the first time these two met one-on-one last season, where it was the opposite. Brina Storey kind of beat Danielle Davis in a matter of minutes. And as it currently stands, Brina is still up. These two have fought 3 times before, and Brina Storey won 2 of those matches, including at Validation, that street fight. So either Brina goes up again, makes it 3-1, or Danielle Davis will tie things up and walk out here as still the Divine Champion. So let's get it. Main event of Shockwave number 160, Divine Championship on the line. Brina Storey, Danielle Davis once again. And let's just hope that the training over these last couple weeks, the help of her friends, has paid off, because I don't want to see a repeat of Final Stand. I want a good match. If Brina is to lose, I at least want a good match. That's not what we got in Final Stand. Sit out facebuster. Danielle Davis the first to hit a big move. And she sends Brina into the corner. And Danielle Davis a shoo-in one day for the CMV Hall of Fame. And I think Brina could get there one day as well. I think Brina is really just starting out. She's already a former Women's Tag Team Champion. In fact, we're coming up on the 2nd annual Women's Tag Team Cup. It was Brina Storey and B. Barrett, the inaugural Women's Tag Team Cup winners last year. And I think there is a lot of championship gold, a lot of unforgettable moments in the future of Brina Storey. This could be one of the bigger, and look at this already, I may have jinxed it. Madison Quinn getting involved, distracting Brina Storey, going to allow Danielle Davis to get to her feet and push Brina up against the ropes here, but a back body drop sends her down to the outside. Now, champion's advantage is in effect. You always have to keep in mind, Brina Storey, she's going to have to pin or submit Danielle Davis in the ring to walk out of here and into the new season as Divine Champion. Can't do it on a count-out or a disqualification. She's going to win the match, but not the championship that way. We're already up to a count of 4. This ref really does not play around. Got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course, had until 20 to get back into the ring. Drop kick to the side of the head. Took a little bit too long setting up, though. And Davis able to move out of the way just in time. Boom! But Brina shows off her reflexes. And these two have gotten to know each other very well. It's not just the 3 one-on-one matches they have. They also mixed it up in the Women's Royal Rumble match. They mixed it up in the Divine Invitational. What are we at? Are we already at like 13? Thank God Danielle Davis doesn't want to win that way. Like I said before, she wants to prove definitively, if she didn't have Final Stand, that Brina Storey does not deserve to share the ring with her. Certainly does not deserve to challenge her for that Divine Championship. And I'd say if Danielle Davis does retain here, it's going to be tough for Brina to petition Adam Valentine to give her another shot. She's going to have to work her way back up. I mean, she really shouldn't even have gotten this shot. But Danielle Davis, like I said, seemed happy, seemed giddy, eager to accept Brina's challenge. Will that be a mistake? It's not looking like it right now, I must say. Danielle Davis in firm control. That might not last long. Nice counter of the Irish whip. Going to send Davis into the corner, but an elbow's waiting for her. Nice dodge. Nice chop, though. Every time Brina starts to get a little something going, Danielle Davis is right around the corner. Peekaboo! To shut it down in a hurry. Madison Quinn watching as intently as can be from ringside, the 0G champion. Oh, who does it better, Nate the White or Danielle Davis? Well, at least Nate the White actually hit it. Credit where it's due. Up against the ropes with an elbow. Upside the head, dodge, forearm smash. Davis sends it back at her. with a knife edge chop. Knocked across the face. Yeah, respect went out the window a long time ago between these two. Shriveled up in the sun. Kick to the gut, to the chest. Brina tries to desperately get herself up in the corner, needs that help, but Davis is right on her. That might in fact be right where she wants her. The Divine lines up her shot. Brina's got her freaking head taken off. Damn, man. Inverted catchphrase into the pin to retain the Divine Championship. Is that enough? Kick out at 1. The referee gonna keep her eye on Madison Quinn out there. She's already gotten involved. Another catchphrase. This time follows it up with a drop to the side of the head. Another pin to retain the Divine Championship. Kick out at 2.5. Well, this has already been better than their match and final stand, but the result may be the same. No! Blocks the back elbow! Brina with a Pele kick! Brina not ready to close the book on this one just yet. But Davis takes it right back from her, and this time hits that. What is it? Back foot handspring splash. Oh, not the curtsy. Danielle Davis is uber confident she's walking out of here still Divine Champion. Brina gets her to the corner. Watch out now. Forearms taking Davis down. Brina going up top. Moonsault. No, misses. Wait! Reflexes out of this world. And look at the setup. Monumental moonsault. Is she gonna do it? Oh my God. Be still, my beating heart. I thought, man. Oh, look at Madison. Madison is worried. It has every right to be after that 2.999. The Zero-G champion giving Danielle Davis all the time she can to recover. Gets up out of the corner. Come on. Brina had it one, man. She's got to stop falling for the shenanigans. Keep your focus on Danielle Davis. Brina's anchor has gotten the better over time and time again in the Royal Rumble match, in the Divine Invitational, at Final Stand. She's allowed to consume her, but no longer. Brina is focused, and she won't stop until she leaves the new Divine Champion. Davis gonna get her into the corner. Oh no! Smashed face first off that top turnbuckle. Brina Storey's bleeding. And Danielle's got her in her sights again. Once more, that splash takes Brina off her feet. And Blake Virtue getting hit with that just last night. Brina Storey, though, not such a fan of it. And it looks like she's been completely lost, guys, Brina, at this point in the match. I can't even tell where she's bleeding from. I can see the blood trickling down her forehead. I think it's, oh yeah, it's across her forehead. Oh no, ref! Where's the ref? What kind of BS are we witnessing here? That was about as blatant as a low blow as they come. And there's the back elbow. God, Brina just went limp like a wet spaghetti noodle. It's over. No, what? How the hell did Brina kick out of that? I could have sworn she was dead. It looked like her soul left her body there. Well, she may have kicked out, but what is Danielle? What? Danielle Davis is trying to paralyze Brina Storey, trying to make sure she can never challenge her for the Divine Championship again, but Brina's got that neck! That unparalleled neck! Made of titanium steel! Big overhead! And a kick! to the back of the knee. Brina saying you want to play like that, then so be it. Two can get cheeky with it. Nice count. Whoa! Rolls her up, not going for the pin though. Woo-hoo! Spanish fly caught Danielle Davis flush. Ran right into that. And knocked off the apron, not so divine now. Landing hard on the floor. Oh my God, Madison Quinn. If she does not get the hell out of this match. Oh, and now we can clearly see the damage done to Brina. Looks like the blood is covering her entire face just about at this point. And there again. Oh my God! Brina hitting the barricade hard. Oh, and don't tell me. Where did she come from? Where did she come from? What? What? No, my God! To the top! Brina! Monumental moonsault! Davis got up the knees! Hits the catchphrase again, but nothing left to follow up! There it is again! Twice in a row! But can she make it to the pin? She does! Isn't it enough? 1, 2, 3! Danielle Davis is still the Divine Champion. What a match! That is what I was expecting at Final Stand. That is what I wanted to see. And it's just a damn shame, man, because I feel like if not for Madison Quinn, the result would have been different. I know I said Madison Quinn was a factor at Final Stand. She was the whole shindig here tonight. Danielle Davis is still Divine Champion. What a match. That is a main event to kick off the season, brother. Holy shit. And still atop her holy pedestal, Brina Storey looking on with what I can only describe as utter discontent in her eyes. I don't think this is over yet, but like I said before, if Brina Storey is going to want another shot at that Divine Championship, she'll have to earn it, because for now, Danielle Davis, with Madison Quinn at her side, is still on top. Just ask Blake Virtue.